Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio.
Ooh, ooh.
I'm your co-host, Corey DLG.
Wait, I'm Corey the Savage?
I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
Nico DLG.
This is the last segment of the show. We've had an amazing time. I hope you stuck around the entire time with us.
We know you did, because you love us.
This is episode 46. Will go down as one of the better ones we've done during the midlife crisis.
I
Definitely
say so.
We've had fun. We've had fun.
Best year.
Best year.
Man, 46 episodes. Wow.
So at the very
right?
beginning of the show, we talked about a crazy Arby story, I think, or we hinted at it. Or
Did
maybe
we?
we just talked about it like off camera.
I think we talked about it off air.
But DLG
Arby's.
had a crazy Arby's incident today that we'd like to get on radio.
Okay, so I'm gonna preface this by saying I worked in the service industry. That was one of my very first jobs.
But have you worked at Arby's?
No, I have not. But
I just want to go on the record to say this. I don't want to cut you off.
No.
But I was thinking this the other day. I have never worked in the food industry. Ever. Kudos to everyone who does.
I don't think you need to, because you're not a disrespectful customer.
No, I'm a very good customer. I have worked a job that relied mostly on tips.
Right.
But like I've never been a waiter.
I think
I've
that's
never
the
done
requirement.
fast food.
I think that's the requirement in life.
So props to those people who do, because I see the D-bags that you have to deal with sometimes.
Right, and that's the thing. I think everyone has to at least work. I think everyone should work in the food industry coming up. So they just have that moment where they experience what it's like to be on the other side of just, like, and I'm fully aware of it. I'm totally cognizant of it. I'm not. I know that. I get it. The service industry can be a pain in the butt, and it's a hard gig. I had a really good boss who kind of taught me a lot of the values of work and taught me a lot of the ways to act in front of the guests and stuff like that. And look, I just call them guests. Like, I mean, I just literally not to be a jerk and to treat it like a job. Take it serious.
So Arby's today.
So Arby's.
An incident.
So I've got some time to kill today before I come up here to record, and I'm running around and run by the bank, get some money. See, I got to pay you for the shirts.
Right.
We got new shirts, by the way. I don't know. Are they up? Or what are we doing on that?
No, I'm waiting. One of our female listeners has bought. Actually, 4 of them have.
Okay.
So as soon as one of those get in a picture that looks nice, I'm going to put it up on the website.
Okay, ladies, hurry up on that, because we want to help. We want to sell some shirts.
Ladies.
So I had to bring some money so I can get my T-shirt.
Okay.
So so I go by the bank, and right there's an Arby's.
Okay.
And I got about an hour. So I'm going to get some Arby's. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to eat a dinner
Arby sauce is so
in
good.
the restaurant. So I walk in, and both people at the counter are on their cell phones. So
That's not good.
Red flag.
and neither one of them even gives me like the just hang on one second kind of thing. They literally both walk away from the register as I'm standing there.
If I was their manager, I'd have fired them right away.
Turns out one of them is the manager.
I'd have called
Wow.
his boss.
Right.
Wow.
Right. So we get to that.
Which Arby's is this?
This is the one right here.
Just shout it out.
Do it?
I'll do it. Tell
All
me.
right, okay, all right, we'll do it. Okay. It's the one right there at Louetta by the Walmart.
Okay. So out of our radio range.
Only barely.
Barely.
And the way the manager was acting, she hears our show.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm standing there for a minute. The one girl walks off completely. And the woman, not the young girl, but the woman who's standing there, she puts her phone back in her pocket, comes to the register. First of all, doesn't apologize. Doesn't apologize or even acknowledge
Mistake
that A,
1.
she ignored me, B, she was on her cell phone, and walking away from me when I walked
C,
in.
I'll punch her in the mouth.
See, I got to draw my guns because she could see what's up. So anyway,
How about that?
she just immediately was like, how can I help you? And so, well, I'm up a degree. I'm now at a 3. I walked in at a 1. I'm now at a 3.
Not good. Not
Because
good, boys and girls.
The meter's rising. So I placed my order. And she, okay. All right. And I'm looking on the menu because they've changed some things on the menu. So I was trying to find, I like to get just the little sandwich on the side, little ham and cheddar melt.
Right, and dip it in some Arby sauce.
It's so good.
Just
So
drown
anyway,
it in Arby sauce.
like I can't find it, and I'm even saying out loud what I want, and she makes no moves. No moves to help me.
Ugh.
She doesn't point to where it is on the menu. She doesn't just say, oh, you want a junior ham and cheddar melt? No problem. Like, I'm literally saying, it's the small junior melt with the ham and cheese on it. That's the one, where is it? I'm looking for it.
No help here.
Rising. I'm rising.
Ooh.
Rising. 4.5 right there, okay?
Don't let that boy get to 10.
All right. So, I complete my order. She reads it back to me. It's correct. I pay her. when she tells me the price, the little machine says $9.94. She says $9.49. So then she goes, I'm sorry, it's $9.94. And I could see that. I said, oh yeah, it got you, didn't it? And she was like, I do that all the time. And I was like, it's okay. So she swipes the card, but she doesn't even like smile when she's talking to me.
Right.
It just was a very.
Now we're on 7 degrees.
No. I leave it alone, but like
6 degrees of Corey DLG.
So she swipes the card. I take the card, put it in the pocket. But there's no cups. So she turns around. There's no cups. Well,
so what you're saying is there's 2 girls, 1 cup.
2 girls, no cup.
Ugh.
Yeah, who goes where?
Even worse.
So she grabs the sleeves of cups, and while she's getting it, she yells for the other girl to come from the back. She said, Rachel, where are you at? What are you doing? So
I like that.
Yeah, so then...
Where are you at, Rachel? What are you doing?
So the little girl comes walking back up front, and I hear her getting on to the girl. Meanwhile, she's unwrapping the sleeve of cups. She puts it up on the shelf, and she's still getting on to the girl, and she even tells the girl, this is what made me mad, she even tells the girl, you can't be on your cell phone up front. That's just wrong. They were both on their cell phones, and she tells the little girl she can't be on her cell phone.
7 degrees now.
So I'm at a 6, and I'm standing there because she still hasn't handed me my cup.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, well, I wait for her to finish berating this poor little 15-year-old girl who also shouldn't have been on her phone and also should have taken my order. Finally, I go, can I get my cup? And she was like, oh, yeah, I put them up here and I didn't even give you one. Again, you know what she doesn't say?
Sorry.
Sorry. So then she hands me a cup.
Arby's, you're not doing well here.
So,
sponsors at nerdthugradio.com.
Yeah. So I make my drink, sit down. I don't think it's coming at all, by the way. So I sit down and I'm waiting, and I'm watching some college basketball, and it's not a good game. So I get up and I go back to the counter and I'm waiting. And it's already been about 3 or 4 minutes of waiting, and this other guy comes in and he orders.
Okay.
And the little girl takes his order. I even hear her read back the order. And then he comes and sits down.
I don't like where this is going, Nico.
I'm still waiting.
I don't like it.
No one's locked eyes with me. No one said anything. I'm still waiting on my food.
You're a handsome man. They should lock eyes with you.
Oh, and these people probably couldn't do much better than me. So
right.
I'm apex predator in that place.
Yeah. You're like Brad Pitt up in there.
Oh, my God. I am the Brad Pitt of Arby's.
Yeah, you are.
So, finally...
Write that down
the woman, the older woman who was running the front, I realized she's the manager. She's running stuff. I can hear her giving orders to people. I see her see me, look to her kitchen and say, how much longer on that chicken bacon Swiss? And someone says, still waiting on the chicken in the fryer. No one told me they were making fresh chicken. Like, typically, when it's going to be more than a couple, someone informed.
Did you order fresh chicken?
I didn't specifically order fresh chicken. I ordered a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
So what you should do in that situation is say, hey, you know what? We're going to make you a fresh one, but that means it's going to be 6 or 7 minutes.
Right. They always say that. When you go to KFC, they're like, hey, we're about to drop some new chicken, so it's going to be a few minutes, but guess what? It's going to be fresh and hot.
Right.
You say, cool, man, I'll deal.
Yeah, I can wait.
I'll eat my sides.
But I want an announcement. I want to know that I'm waiting.
I want to be somebody.
Otherwise, I'm just walking up to the counter like an idiot waiting on something.
I want to be important in Arby's.
Because I'm watching other people get their food. So then, finally, the woman brings me my food. Now, I ordered and I even said for here. And I'm literally sitting at a table. I got little cups of ketchup out. She brings it in to-go bag.
No, ma'am.
So that's one of my pet peeves. Why did you ask me for here to go if you're not going to listen to me?
Exactly.
Why are you not bringing me on a tray?
I want to feel important at Arby's.
So I'm at like an 8. I'm at an 8, but I have food in front of me, fresh, hot food. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to embrace this.
I'm going to let it go.
We're going to bring it down.
Devour this chicken.
We're going to bring it down. It's going to be a good day. We're going to make a show. Bringing it down.
Here we go.
Then she goes to the back and comes. You know what? I skipped a crucial step. Before I got my food, I've been sitting there, and I can see the couple across. They're sitting there too. The guy who came in and ordered. Turns out his wife was in the bathroom. So now they're a couple.
Okay.
She comes out and asks both of us what we ordered. So, what did you guys get again?
Are you kidding me?
What?
I can see on the screen that there's orders blinking.
Maybe she can't read.
I'm 90% confident that my order's up there blinking because it's got a little timer and it says 8 minutes left, blah, 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 so I'm looking at it. Pretty sure that's my order. So, she did. She asked both of us to repeat what we ordered.
Ugh.
So then she brings me my food. When she goes to the back, she then immediately brings them their food. Now, they received their food within a minute of me receiving mine.
Okay.
They came in about 5 minutes after me.
Okay.
She then apologizes to them for their wait and offers them free cookies.
And nothing for you?
Doesn't even acknowledge that I'm still in the building.
Oh.
That is
it's
tragic.
Is that not? Let me just say, that was the dumbest thing she'd ever done in her life.
It's the great Arby's massacre.
I'm sitting at a table about 3 tables
I would
away.
have picked my chicken sandwich up and thrown it against the wall.
I stood up. When she did that, I stood up. And I didn't even mean to, but at that point I was like, this is because
You immediately.
because she offered it to them. They said what they wanted, and she just started walking to the back. So she's not even going to ask me what I want.
Right.
So I stand up and I go, oh, ma'am, I'll go ahead and take one of those cookies too. And she goes, okay, I'll ring you up in a second, sweetie. And I said, no, come back. So she walks around, and now she's looking at me like I'm the jerk.
Right.
And I said, no, I waited longer than them. We got our food at the same time, and you just apologized to them for the wait and offered them a free dessert. Now, that's your prerogative. You're the manager. That's great. That's the right thing to do.
What about me?
But I waited longer
What
than
about
them,
the Corey DLG?
and I just watched you offer
I want
it
a
to them.
gosh dang cookie.
Are you really going to act like I didn't wait longer than them? And she goes, oh my God, so you want a cookie too? I said, ma'am, I don't even know that I want anything right now. I'm tempted to throw my food away and just go somewhere else and just write a letter to your owners. I said, but that's ridiculous. Are you really going to give them a cookie? And like those two people don't want to look me in the eyes now because I'm making a scene in a fast food
that's
joint.
awesome.
Yeah.
The
But
Arby's Day
I was
Massacre.
so mad. I was like, they didn't wait anywhere as long as I did.
No,
I
they
waited.
didn't.
I saw him place his order, and I'd already made 2 trips to the front, and you still didn't even tell me I was waiting on chicken to be cooked. Like, the least you could do is offer me a cookie.
The least.
And I know it sounds fat out loud that I was mad that they didn't offer me a free cookie.
No, not fat at all.
But it was completely ridiculous that it got all the way to that. Like, there were so many times she could have dropped the level on me, just with an apology, with just handling it with customer care. She didn't give me, she told me no. I literally just glared at her. She brought me a cookie and didn't say a word.
That's insane.
Set a cookie down and didn't say anything.
Nico, play that music, put it down slow, and put this camera right here so I can talk to Arby's real quick as we end this show. Arby's, redeem yourself. You've just ruined the life of Corey DLG.
A whole life.
Whole life.
Make it up by sponsoring Nerd Thug Radio. You could reach me personally, joey.savage@nerdthugradio.com. And we'll squash this beef. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end our show this week. Corey,
Man, I'm telling you.
let's go get some Arby's.
Let's go to Taco Cabana. Let's take the business elsewhere.
Catch us at www.nerdthugradio.com. You can catch this show tomorrow if you missed any of it. Thanks for talking nerdy with us.
Yeah, check the podcast. You took my line.
No, it's same Nerd Thug channel, same Nerd Thug time.
Oh, I forgot about that. This is why we don't have nice things.
Facebook.com/Nerd Thug Radio.
Holla at your boy.